Today I'm going to talk to you about bread and circuses. Now you're going to be saying to yourself, well, what's all this got to do with Kim Kardashian and Candice Swanepoel? Not to mention Real Madrid. Well, let me give you a bit of history first. In 140 BC, Roman politicians devised a plan to win the votes of immigrant citizens by giving out cheap food and entertainment. Now, a Roman playwright called Juvenal wrote in his satire of 100 AD, "Already, long ago, from when we sold our vote to no man, the people have abdicated our duties. For the people, who once upon a time handed out military command, high civil office, legions, everything, now restrains itself and anxiously hopes for just two things: bread and circuses." Now, in our modern culture, our politicians have taken a leaf from these Romans, because in our modern culture we do indeed have bread and circuses. The poor and the unwaged are given food or small amounts of money. In the United States you have the food stamp program. In the UK we have the benefits system. This is the bread aspect. Now, we have circuses such as the Romans couldn't possibly have dreamt of. We have television, we have the films, and we have musical celebrities, and we have a huge celebrity cult. And for those who aren't inclined to follow these celebrities, why, our politicians have something else up their sleeve: sports. And it is rare to find a single human being who does not either follow celebrities and the celebrity press and scandals and all of the news about celebrities, or follow sports. Indeed, some sports fans just read the back pages of the newspapers where the sports are and nothing else. They don't read the news. And what I'm telling you is that this is all by design. This is how those in charge of us want us to behave. They've gone back to the Roman methods that are tried and true of making sure that people are fed so that they are not overly discontented, and making sure that they are well entertained so they don't have time to think about what the real issues are, what's really happening in the world, so that they don't open their eyes, so that they stay asleep. Now, this is what our governments, no matter which country you're in, this is what our governments want. And what I'm going to suggest to you is that you take a break. Take a break for a whole week from television. You can always catch up with it next week if it worries you that much. You can go online and use catch-up TV, whatever. But take a break from television. Seek out the news in newspapers. Do not read the sports pages. Do not read anything about celebrities. Skim those stories. Just read the real news. Try to open your eyes to what is really going on. Try to open your eyes and think think, why is that story about the bank that's just been fined billions of pounds for money laundering on page 6 and in tiny small print, whereas on page 1 in huge print there's some story about Miley Cyrus or Kim Kardashian? Why is the news suddenly not about the news? There is no news. Not according to our media outlets. It's all celebrities, it's all sports. The occasional tiny tidbit of real news does make itself in, but it is downplayed. So I'd urge you to do this as an experiment, to actually look at the news. It may be an uncomfortable thing to do because you may not like the news that you're hearing or seeing. You suddenly not about the news. There is no news. Not according to our media outlets. It's all celebrities, it's all sports. The occasional tiny tidbit of real news does make itself in, but it is downplayed. So I'd urge you to do this as an experiment, to actually look at the news. It may be an uncomfortable thing to do because you may not like the news that you're hearing or seeing. However, I think it's necessary because we all need to wake up. Anyway, as the Romans say, sit vis, nobiscum. May the force be with you.